team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the BYU Cougars and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with the lone back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Pulls it in, it's Lyons. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement. And
with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Go!
From the gun, the ground game. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to run it to the right. Picks up the first down. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football. And they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, BYU!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it through. Caught, and he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. The give. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got a man. It's Buckmeyer. Right down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars.
I just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams on the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in this...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
I love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Runs through the tackle. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's looking deep. A full dive to haul that one in. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. In the red area, it's Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Phillips. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Goalpost tapping you on the shoulder. Just take care of the football here. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing, Williams, buying some time. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Williams looking for a man. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. They want to run this quarterback. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go with a direct snap. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas taking on the number 17 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mac.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. And they're able to get him down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get some. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Snagged in the middle. It's Bachmeier. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The hand to the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Martin. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the 2nd level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On the move. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And he's going
quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Husky. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run the counter. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Martin. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They're working that left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. BYU lines up quickly. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Williams sets up the screen. There he goes! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Washington.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams will pass. Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. As heartbreaking as it is for this guy to give up the football there, an exhilarating moment, a big-time play for this defense.
We talk about plays that just change momentum, and you're feeling that tidal wave and that shift right now after that play. What an outstanding individual effort by that defender to come away with the fumble recovery, and now let's find out what his offense can do.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Touchdown, BYU! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. I said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Williams. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Quarterback keeper. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
The most satisfying play in football, and they remain undefeated.